As crime rates continue to fall in the city, Chicago's top cop is coming out with a new policing plan.
And it borrows from best practices across the country, but with a very Chicago-centric approach. WGN's Patrick Elwood sat down with Superintendent Larry Snelling for an exclusive one-on-one.
Good afternoon, everybody. How we doing? Good. First off, just wanted to say thank you to everybody in here, number one.
Afternoon at the Chicago Police Academy. The city's top cop is spending time with some of his recruits. The advice? Take care of yourself in body and spirit, be a good person, and you will make a good cop.
This is a great job. It's a great job. I love every day of it. People always ask me if I'm stressed out. No. You know what stops me from being stressed out? When I read a story about officers doing great work.
The Democratic convention last summer was a big test for Snelling. He has now set his sights on the next big thing, which is entitled the Chicago Police Department Strategy for Organizational Excellence.
The years go by quick on this job. They go by real quick.
His vision of successful modern policing begins and ends with regular ongoing training for everyone on the job, himself included.
It starts with me. We have to be responsible. And we have to take full responsibility for everything that happens in this department.
With off-the-charts daily stressors that have all too often led to death by suicide, Snelling says he is keenly aware of the pitfalls that can lead to officers retreating into a very dark place.
They're out there every single day working under some of the most difficult conditions that you can imagine, seeing people in some of the worst states that you can ever see a human being, and then we expect them to get up and go back out there and do it again.
The new policing plan covers subject matters ranging from cop recruitment and retention to officer conduct to community engagement with stakeholders and effective use of technology and much more.
When we collaborate and we have a partnership, working relationships with our communities and other agencies across the entire city, we can get some work done and we can get it done well.
And when it comes to stopping crime before it even starts, he believes we have to focus on Chicago's kids at the earliest ages, from preschool on up.
As a kid growing up, as you know, I grew up in Elwood.
The middle of 5 children, all boys raised by his mother. Food at times, he says, was scarce.
I know what it's like at times to feel hungry, to go without. And I was surrounded by people who were suffering through some of those same things.
Snelling's 2 older brothers are dead, one of whom he says was in a gang and dealt drugs, a lifestyle that ultimately led to his premature death. So why? Why did he make it to the top of the ranks? He credits the human resource officer at his old school, Elwood High.
He was tough. He was hard on us, but we needed that. You know, growing up in a single-parent home, he served as a father figure for those of us who did not have that father figure in the home.
Resource officers were pulled from all CPS schools just last August at the behest of Mayor Johnson and the Chicago Teachers Union. He thinks that should be reconsidered.
I'm not saying that every school needs a school resource officer, but there are those schools with young kids who could use that mentorship.
To be sure, much of what CPD does these days concerns Chicago's youth. Just like 2 Fridays ago in Streeterville, teens closing down intersections, jumping on cars, and leading to the shooting of a 15-year-old boy. The superintendent says much of the behavior of today's teens is driven by social media.
Summer, saying Hamilton speaking.
Shot fired.
And the overwhelming majority of homicides have been gun-related. And guns being confiscated in 2024, more than 12,000 of them were seized, but the supply, he says, never ends. 2 officers have died by gunfire so far on his watch. And when it comes to the controversial ShotSpotter technology, Snelling and the mayor had a difference of opinion.
I am not reconsidering my commitment to the cancellation of ShotSpotter.
But not seeing eye to eye on every matter is to be expected. Sworn in September of 2023 as the 64th superintendent in the city's history, he was the mayor's pick. When it comes to relations with his honor these days, he simply says they talk on a regular basis.
He does not interfere with the job that I'm doing.
Which leads to this question.
Would you ever consider running for public office?
No.
Asked and answered.
Asked and answered, no.
Never say never.
I didn't say never, I just said no.
His priority now, says the superintendent, is implementing this new plan and keeping the city and his officers as safe as possible. So for the moment, he's not going anywhere anytime soon. As for implementing something like ShotSpotter in the days ahead, he says he and his command staff are weighing their options. We will keep you apprised. Patrick Elwood, WGN News.